Hello, my name is Jason Unken and I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this. Before starting my journey at Full Sail, my developer skills were pretty minimal. I started off with just a love for art and drawing. My other passion has always been breaking things, in a positive way of course. I love to break things down to the root level and see how they work. This didn't always make my family happy though, so I had to learn how to put things back together. This got me into learning how different objects work together, which got me into building my own computers, which then led me to how do they work on a software level. Later in my life, I started playing around with DOS commands in Linux just to see what I could do. This is what started off my interest in coding and programming. My curiosity was piqued, and from there I knew what I wanted to do. Fast forward a bit, and this is where I realized that I wanted to work within the mobile platform instead of just web pages and computers. My research and love of Apple products brought me to Swift. The ease of use and the ability to create something great led me to pursuing a degree around mobile programming and development. Bring in the coding challenges. The biggest challenge for me was the Age Convert challenge. This required me to do some research outside of what I already knew to be able to complete. It was also the most fun once I figured out how I could do it. The coding challenges over the course of the month were great for continuing my progress. I was able to research and learn new skills while practicing some of the old ones. They provided a challenge while also allowing me to have fun while I progressed. I learned a lot from the time that I started my first coding class back in Scalable Data Infrastructures. The skills I learned in that class helped me to succeed in completing the challenges laid out to us in our first portfolio class. I used a combination of skills to complete the challenges that were presented. The first one was given to us, which was the methods. This is how we had to complete the programs. Beyond that though, we were free to choose how we got to the end result. So I made the decision to break my program up into classes, which allowed me to separate them and then keep them organized. I used my knowledge of arrays to help with breaking up a sentence into words that could then be displayed in reverse order. One new thing that I researched during the portfolio class was date time. This made the Age Convert program much simpler to solve, although it did take a lot of lines of code to get to this point. I'm very pleased with what I was able to accomplish though in this first portfolio class. I do have some advice for future students and myself to look back on. The biggest challenge is to push yourself. Make sure you use the calendar that you created in your earlier class to help manage your time efficiently. You can fall behind very easily if you don't use your time wisely. Remember, this is all for your benefit to learn and grow as you better your knowledge and understanding of programming as a whole. There are no great people in this world, only great challenges which ordinary people rise to meet. William Frederick Halsey, Jr. Completing the coding challenges gave me a great sense of pride. To be given a set of challenges with only one guideline to follow allowed me to come to my own solution. This feeling was amplified every time I found a solution to make a program work. The ability to take something from lines of codes and make it run a program is what drove my love for programming in the first place. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Napoleon Hill. This first portfolio class is just a start on a long journey to where I am headed. I hope to one day have at least a few apps that can help make a difference in people's lives. Don't be afraid to fail, because you can't learn without failing along the way. Instead, learn from it and put yourself forward. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation, and have a great day.